Hi, welcome to Story Time. My name is Lee and I am a librarian in the children's section at the community library. And I do story time every week. And right now I'm doing it from my office at home. Usually I do it twice a week from the library, but until we can all gather safely, I'm going to do it on a video for you to watch at home, and I'll do it here in my office. So thank you for tuning in. This week we're going to read about berries, and I love berries. I don't know about you. I hope you do. There's strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, gosh, all different kinds. Boysenberries, marionberries. And they're delicious and they're in season right now. So I thought that that might be a fun thing for us to read about right now. Maybe you can go to the grocery store and get different kinds of berries and try them out, compare them. So without further ado, let's get started. And the first book that I am going to read is called Jamberry. And it is written and illustrated by Bruce Degan. And it is from HarperCollins Publishing. All right. This was a book I read to my boys a lot when they were little, and I like this book a lot. I could almost recite this. I know it so well. One berry, two berry, pick me a blueberry. Hatberry, shoeberry, in my canoeberry. Under the bridge and over the dam, looking for berries, berries for jam. Holy smokes, that's a lot of blueberries. Three-berry, four-berry, hayberry, strawberry, finger and pawberry, my berry, your berry. Strawberry ponies, strawberry lambs, dancing in meadows of strawberry jam. Quickberry, quackberry, pick me a blackberry. Trainberry, trackberry, clickety, clackberry. Rumble and ramble and blackberry bramble, billions of berries for blackberry jamble. Raspberry, jazzberry, razzmatazberry, berry band, merry band, jamming in berry land. Raspberry rabbits, brassberry band, elephants skating on raspberry jam. Moonberry, starberry, cloudberry sky, boomberry, zoomberry, rockets shoot by. Mountains and fountains rain down on me, buried in berries, what a jamboree. Yum. That would be, I don't know, how would that be to be buried in berries? It would be kind of delicious, I think. It might be a little uncomfortable. All right, so the next book that we are going to read is called Wild Berries. Get that glare off of there. There we go. And it is by Julie Flett, and it is from Simply Read Books. Julie Flett is Native American, and this book is neat because it has words in Cree, which is the tribe that she is from. I'm not even going to try and say them because I would not do a good job, but it's really neat to see how they are written, and I'll show you. So see right there, that's written in Cree in the red. It's very interesting. Some of the letters are the same and some of them are a little different. So, and then at the end of this book, She talks about how to do pronunciation and what all the different words, how to say them, which I think is pretty neat. But I'm going to read the English part. When Clarence was little, his grandma carried him on her back through the woods to the clearing to pick wild berries. Grandma carried a bucket and sang. Now, Clarence carries his own bucket and walks behind his grandma. They sing together. Blueberries dot the clearing. Grandma checks for bears. I don't see a bear, but I think I see an elk or a deer. Do you see that? They pick the plumpest berries they can find and drop them in their buckets. Tup, tup. Grandma likes sweet blueberries, soft blueberries, juicy blueberries. Clarence likes big blueberries, sour blueberries, blueberries that go pop in his mouth. Clarence and his grandma pick blueberries for a long time. They eat so many berries that their lips turn purple. An ant crawls up Clarence's leg. Titch, titch, it tickles. A spider makes its web. Shh, shh. A fox sneaks by. Rustle, rustle. When the buckets are full, Clarence lays a handful of berries on a leaf for the birds and the other animals of the woods. They say, "Thank you." Clarence and his grandma walk back through the woods with their buckets full of blueberries. The birds sing in the clearing. And that is the end. We have quite a few books by Julie Flett, so if you like this one, there are others that she has written and illustrated, and I believe that a lot of them have Cree vocabulary in them as well. All right, so we're going to do one more book. Actually, we're going to do two more books, but this book is also about blueberries, and I think you may have heard of this book. This is a very famous book. I remember this book from when I was little because it was read to me, and it is called Blueberries for Sal. I like this book a lot. And it is by Robert McCloskey. He wrote and illustrated it. He did the book Make Way for Ducklings. Maybe you know that one also. And this is from Puffin Books. One day, Little Sal went with her mother to Blueberry Hill to pick blueberries. Little Sal brought along her small tin pail, and her mother brought her large tin pail to put berries in. "We will take our berries home and can them," said her mother. "Then we will have food for all winter." Little Sal picked 3 blueberries and dropped them in her tin pail. Kaplink, kaplank, kaplunk. She picked 3 more blueberries and ate them. Then she picked more berries and dropped them into her pail. Kaplunk. And the rest she ate. Then little Sal ate all 4 blueberries out of her pail. Her mother walked slowly through the bushes, picking blueberries as she went and putting them in her pail. Little Sal struggled along behind, picking blueberries and eating every single one. Little Sal hurried ahead and dropped a blueberry in her mother's pail. It didn't sound kaplink because the bottom of the pail was already covered with berries. She reached down inside to get her berry back. Though she really didn't mean to, she pulled out a large handful because there were so many blueberries right up close to the one she had put in. Her mother stopped picking and said, "Now, Sal, you run along and pick your own berries. Mother wants to take her berries home and we can have them for next winter." Her mother went back to picking, but little Sal, because her feet were tired of standing and walking, sat down in the middle of a large clump of bushes and ate blueberries. On the other side of Blueberry Hill, Little Bear came with his mother to eat blueberries. "Little Bear," she said, "eat lots of berries and grow big and fat. We must store up food for the long, cold winter." Little Bear followed behind his mother as she walked slowly through the bushes eating berries. Little Bear stopped now and then to eat berries. Then he had to hustle along to catch up. Because his feet were tired and hurting, he picked out a large clump of bushes and sat down right in the middle and ate blueberries. Over on the other side of the hill, little Sal ate all the berries she could reach from where she was sitting. Then she started out to find her mother. She heard a noise from around a rock and thought, "That is my mother walking along." But it was a mother crow and her children, and they stopped eating berries and flew away, saying, "Caw, caw, caw." Then she heard another noise in the bushes, and she thought, "That is surely my mother, and I will go that way." But it was Little Bear's mother instead. She was tramping along, eating berries and thinking about storing up food for the winter. Little Sal tramped right along behind. By this time, Little Bear had eaten all the berries he could reach without moving from his clump of bushes. Then he hustled off to catch up with his mother. He hunted and hunted, but his mother was nowhere to be seen. He heard a noise from over a stump and thought, "That is my mother walking along." But It was a mother partridge and her children. They stopped eating berries and hurried away. Then he heard a noise in the bushes and thought, "That is surely my mother. I will hustle that way." But it was little Sal's mother instead. She was walking along, picking berries and thinking about canning them for next winter. Little Bear hustled right along behind. Little Bear and Little Sal's mother and Little Sal and Little Bear's mother were all mixed up with each other among the blueberries on Blueberry Hill. Do you see them? Look at them on each side. Little Bear's mother heard Sal walking along behind and thought it was Little Bear, and she said, "Little Bear, munch, 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 eat all you, gulp, 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 can possibly hold, swallow, gulp." Little Sal said nothing. She picked 3 berries and dropped them, kaplink, kaplank, kaplunk, in her small tin pail. Little Bear's mother turned around to see what on earth could make a noise like kaplunk. "Roar!" she cried, choking on a mouthful of berries. "This is not my child. Where is Little Bear?" She took one good look and backed away. She was old enough to be shy of people, even a very small person like Little Sal. Then she turned around and walked off very fast to hunt for Little Bear. Little Sal's mother heard Little Bear tramping along behind and thought it was Little Sal. She kept right on picking and thinking about canning blueberries for next winter. Little Bear padded up and peeked into her pail. Of course, he only wanted to taste a few of what was inside, but there were so many and they were so close together that he tasted a tremendous mouthful by mistake. "Now, Sal," said Little Sal's mother without turning around, "you run along and pick your own berries. Mother wants to can these for next winter." Little Bear tasted another tremendous mouthful and almost spilled the entire pail of blueberries. Little Sal's mother turned around and gasped, "Oh, my goodness, you are not Little Sal. Where, oh, where is my child?" Little Bear just sat munching and swallowing and licking his lips. Little Sal's mother slowly backed away. She was old enough to be shy of bears, even very small bears like Little Bear. Then she turned and walked away quickly to look for Little Sal. She hadn't gone very far before she heard a kaplink, kaplank, kaplunk. She knew just what made that kind of noise. Little Bear's mother had not hunted very long before she heard a hustling sound that stopped now and then to munch and swallow. She knew just what made that kind of a noise. Little Bear and his mother went home down one side of Blueberry Hill, eating blueberries all the way, and full of food stored up for next winter. And Little Sal and her mother went down the other side of Blueberry Hill, picking berries all the way, and drove home with food to can for next winter, a whole pail of blueberries and 3 more besides. And I like the last page because it shows Little Sal and her mother in the kitchen getting ready to can the blueberries for the winter. And that's the end. That's a good one. I love that book. All right, so we have one more book to read, and then I'll show you what we're going to make this week. A craft that you can come by and pick up at the library. So our final book is The Little Mouse, the Red Ripe Strawberry, and the Big Hungry Bear. This is written by Audrey Wood, and it's illustrated by her husband, who is named Don Wood, and it is from Turtleback Books. This is a silly book. If you come to the library, you've probably heard me read this before, because I read this one at least once a year at story time, because it's fun. Hello, little mouse. What are you doing? Oh, I see. You are going to pick that red ripe strawberry. But, little mouse, haven't you heard about the big hungry bear? Oh, how that bear loves red ripe strawberries. The big hungry bear can smell a red ripe strawberry a mile away. Especially one that has just been picked. Uh-oh. Boom, boom, boom. The bear will tromp through the forest on his big, hungry feet and sniff, sniff, sniff. Find the strawberry. No matter where it is hidden. Look at him. He buried the strawberry. Or who is guarding it? Uh-oh. Or how it is disguised. Do you see a strawberry? I see a strawberry. It is dressed up, though. It's funny. Quick! There's only one way in the whole wide world to save a red ripe strawberry from the big hungry bear. Cut it in two. Share half with me. And we'll both eat it all up. Yum. Now, that's one red ripe strawberry the big hungry bear will never get. The end. Look at that little mouse in his hammock. All right, so those are our books for this week about berries. I hope you enjoyed them. Makes me kind of hungry. I think I might need to go eat some berries. Yum. So this week, if you stop by the library, there is a little kit and you can make your very own big red ripe strawberry. So I hope you come by and pick up the craft. And I hope you get some berries at the market and get to eat some. And I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. Take care. Goodbye.